South of Midnight, released on the 9th of April on Steam and Xbox Games Pass, is a game that really caught my eye. Developed by Compulsion Games, yep, the folks behind We Happy Few, it is a spellbinding third-person action-adventure game set in the American Deep South. A modern folktale, disturbing at times yet captivating, this game sends you on a roller coaster of emotions as you journey through your homeland, learning to weave an ancient power to surmount obstacles and unravel your family's hidden past, while encountering creatures of southern folklore in a haunting and fantastical world. So, does this folk-inspired adventure weave a magical tale, or does it unravel at the seams? Let's take a look. You play as Hazel, a young woman who, in the wake of a devastating hurricane, watches in horror as her mum is swept away by the floodwaters. Heartbroken, she sets off on a journey to find her, only to discover she possesses a mysterious power. She can literally weave the fabric of reality. As a weaver, she is said to be chosen by the lands to wield the strands that make up the grand tapestry, the fabric of the universe that connects all things, only visible to weavers. Her journey takes her through a beautifully eerie world steeped in folklore, decay and mystery. Along the way, she encounters mythical creatures, like a flamboyant giant catfish oozing in charm and personality.
Where?
My salvation.
A talking fish? Nope. Ain't no way.
And Two-Toed Tom, a massive alligator with a huge appetite, based on a real piece of southern folklore. Hazel's journey takes her through a world layered with emotion and pain, manifested in physical knots, areas of deep trauma that she must unravel. Guarding these emotional scars are the Haints, ghostly spirits rooted in southern legends. Each type presents a different challenge, and unraveling the knots they protect is anything but easy. The emotional depth really hit me. As a mum of 2 children with special educational needs, I found some of the stories genuinely unsettling, raising hard questions with no easy answers. And yet, that's what made Hazel's journey all the more compelling. I was emotionally invested in her family's history and her desperate need to find her mother. The gameplay is fun and compelling, blending action with light exploration and puzzle solving. When you start the game, you choose from 5 difficulty levels. From Scryer, focused on story, to Ground Weaver, which I happily avoided. I chose the Healer difficulty, still with some combat but nothing too stressful. Let's be honest, at 53 my reflexes aren't what they used to be. These days I play for the story. Though it's good to know that these difficulties can be changed anytime throughout the game. The game is divided into chapters, each packed with storytelling, secrets containing fluff bundles, and notes containing lore. Though South of Midnight is strictly linear, I enjoyed adventuring off the beaten track to find secret burrows or areas where fluff may be hidden, the needed currency to upgrade your combat skills. Puzzles are cleverly designed, using Hazel's magic and parkour to challenge you without being overwhelming. You'll be introduced to new spells and magical objects, such as the hooks that help you interact with the strands of the grand tapestry and the timber during combat, or the distaff, which gives you the ability to see echoes, the past events caught in the grand tapestry, helping you with traversal and fighting. A tip: keep an eye on wildlife. Animals often lead you to hidden areas with fluff bundles, and yes, your parkour skills will get a workout. As for combat, it's spell-driven and quick-paced. You discover spells early on in the game. There are 3 main spells: Weave, which is the general attack, Strand Push, which pushes the enemy back, and Strand Pull, which pulls the enemy forward. Pretty straightforward, really. And by using the currency fluff, you can upgrade each of these spells. As I've stated previously, fluff can be found in bundles scattered around and also in knots that you unravel. At first it's fun, but over time it did get a bit repetitive. I struggled to latch onto Haints properly. Aiming felt tricky with a mouse and a keyboard. I think a controller would have made things a lot smoother, especially on harder difficulties. Combat feels secondary to the story, and honestly, I was okay with that. Visually, the game is absolutely dripping with atmosphere. From hauntingly decayed areas filled with thorny growths and throbbing red pustules, to breathtaking views of golden sunsets and fields of flowers, South of Midnight is both beautiful and unsettling. The creature designs are brilliant, bursting with personality and storytelling. The vibrant catfish oozes flair, while Two-Toed Tom, massive and island-like, commands presence. The blues-inspired soundtrack deserves a special mention. It elevates the experience, perfectly complementing the mood of each area and enriching the southern gothic tone. I did experience a few frame rate drops during cutscenes or while standing still, even on an RTX 3060 that I was running ultra settings. Dropping to medium didn't make a lot of difference, but it didn't really ruin my experience. I also wish there was a manual save option, though autosaves were frequent enough. Overall, South of Midnight is a standout for me. It hits all my favourite notes in an action-adventure game, immersive storytelling, stunning visuals, myth and magic, and memorable characters. I'm currently at Chapter 7 and can't wait to see where Hazel's journey takes me next. Honestly, I haven't been this excited about a game since the Witcher series. And as an older mum and lifelong gamer, it's incredible to see how far games have come since the original Tomb Raider, introduced to me in this genre in 1996. South of Midnight is something special. I wholeheartedly recommend it to anyone who loves a deep, emotional story wrapped in mythical world. Though, maybe not if you're after intense combat-heavy gameplay. If you love games that feel like folklore brought to life, this one's well worth your time. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. I'm off adventuring.